everyone, thanks for watching. So today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It videos every single Wednesday, talking about new makeup releases and launches, letting you know a little bit about them, and then letting you know if I'm going to pick them up or pass over them. I always have a ton to chat about in these videos, so why don't we go ahead and get started. So this week's Will I Buy It video has a little bit of everything. I have drugstore, I have holiday, and then the last two items I talk about are actually going to be fashion, but they are with beauty influencers here on YouTube, so I did want to touch on those because I was getting some questions on them. But I will kick it off first with the drugstore item. A lot of questions about this one that is coming out from Maybelline. It is in collaboration with model Gigi Hadid. And this is the Jet Setter palette that we have seen so far. Apparently she is going to be releasing a full collection, and there's going to be 3 different items in there. I was looking at the Ulta website. They do list the 3 different collections in there. There's West Coast Glam, there's East Coast Glam, and then there is also Jet Setter. So I will insert the photo in here of the Jet Setter palette. It will be limited edition, as I'm assuming the whole collection is. Most collaborations are. It includes 2 concealers, 2 lip balms, 4 eyeshadows, 1 blush, 1 matte bronzer, 1 highlighter, and 1 mini mascara. And all that is going to be $29.99. Again, on the Ulta website, it says all of the collections will be available October 22nd, and then they will be in stores on November 5th. Looking at the photo, because when I was getting asked and when I was reading the messages that were coming in about this, a lot of people were like, $30 for drugstore. Well, once again, we just went through this with the NYX In Your Elements eyeshadow palettes. I picked up the fire one to try out. I was very interested in seeing why the drugstore is hitting us with $30 eyeshadow palettes, because that's pretty expensive for drugstore. So that's immediately what people were saying. $30. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it? And will you buy it? Of course. Honestly, when I look at this palette, I feel extremely let down, and I feel extremely frustrated that it's $30. Now, I have not seen it in person. I'm just seeing the photos of it, but the majority of the shades in there look very small. You know, you get the 2 concealers in there, concealers in that little pot pan form in a palette. That doesn't interest me. Those typically never work for me. You know, so there's that right away. There's 2 lip balms. Again, I'm not a big balm person, and I don't like them to be in a palette, because then if I want to wear that out, do I have to bring the entire palette out with me? It just seems a little bit like a headache. And then you have your 4 eyeshadows, a blush, a matte bronzer, a highlighter, and I noticed the blush, the bronzer, and the highlighter, those are in the vertical strips, and immediately I'm thinking it looks extremely difficult to get your brush in there. I mean, especially the blush, it's like a tiny little vertical row. Then you get a mini mascara, and then they do have these brushes in there. Like, one is a double-ended brush. It looks like a blender brush on one end, and then maybe a flat shader brush on the other, and then what apparently is supposed to be a contour brush. I've looked at the pictures of those as well, and they look very cheap. But honestly, on a whole, when I look at this, I felt pretty disappointed. And I felt disappointed that Maybelline's going to charge us $30 for this palette. When I look at this palette, and I don't want this to come out the wrong way, because I love drugstore. I've been buying drugstore for so long, and I love Maybelline. Maybelline is one of my OG brands. I own a ton from Maybelline. I have Maybelline on my face today. But when I look at that, it looks like one of those cheap drugstore palettes. That's what it looks like to me, and you're still gonna charge us $30. That to me is really frustrating. I'm assuming it's because it's in collaboration with Gigi Hadid is why the price tag is happening, and I really wanted to be like, okay, but you're getting all of these different items, and you know, yay, but everything is so small in the palette that I'm like, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I know, to me, I'd rather have a palette with some bigger items that I'm actually going to be able to put my brush into. I won't be purchasing it because I don't think that it's worth it, and I feel like I could go out and buy even something high-end for, what, $10 more? And I would be much more happier with it. And I feel like there's a lot of items at the drugstore that are really, really good, that are way more affordable than this one. Maybe the quality inside is going to be absolutely phenomenal and blow us away. I don't know, but to me, I've tried a lot of Maybelline eyeshadows, and to me, they are okay. Some I've tried and I haven't been impressed at all. Some I tried and I thought were okay. I tried one of the new City mini palettes from Maybelline, and I think it's okay. So I don't see how this is $30 other than Gigi has to get paid. So I think that's pretty frustrating. But that's just me. Of course, that's just my opinions. That's my first thoughts when I saw it. Again, I haven't played with it. I haven't seen any reviews of it so far. I think it was available as a platinum perk on Ulta, so if anybody did pick it up when it was available as a platinum perk, let us know if you have any feedback. I would love to know. Let us know your thoughts on the palette. Do you think it's too much? And again, this is just one palette in the collection. I haven't seen what the other two collections are going to be. Maybe something about those would spark my interest a little bit more. I don't know, but I honestly don't think so. So that's just me. But let us know your thoughts as well down below. Do you think $30 is too much for Maybelline to be charging? Are you happy with it? You're fine with it? You think it's going to be fantastic? You're going to pick it up? Maybe you love Gigi? I don't dislike Gigi. It's not a celebrity I follow a lot because I don't follow a ton of celebrities anymore, but I don't know, this one just fell really, really flat for me. Next up, I do have a holiday release that I want to talk about. I did just recently post part 3 in my holiday makeup releases series, which I call Wish List or One Touch. They're very similar to the Will I Buy It videos, except they're focused on all holiday releases. I will link the 3 videos that I have down below. I was going to talk about this one in the video, but I got a little bit behind. I had to pre-film that video quite a few days in advance because we were dog sitting over the weekend, puppy sitting actually, and I knew I was not going to be able to film, which I was not able to film. And so with that one, I wanted to watch some videos because I saw more people were putting out review videos. I'm just putting it in here. I've been trying to break up holiday releases versus regular makeup releases, but there's honestly just so much holiday going on right now that they're probably going to start overlapping because there's just a lot to talk about. But of course, with this one, it's the Fenty Beauty Holiday Collection. I was getting asked so many questions on it. It is available now, and I'm looking at the Sephora app at everything that is available. Right away, the eyeshadow brush, which is $24. I wouldn't get it. I have so many brushes. I don't need a new sort of brush like that, so that's a no-go for me. The Eclipse 2-in-1 glitter liner. It says they have 3 different colors, I believe, and it is $20 for the liner. It says it's a liquid eyeliner with a transforming metallic to glitter formula that lets you choose your own finish. That sounds very interesting. That sounds very intriguing, but I don't think that I would need this. If you guys don't know, I'm not really into the holographic trend, which a lot of this stuff is like holographic and like the galaxy, you know, things like that, and that's not really my makeup vibes. I saw that Fenty Beauty was coming out with the Galaxy collection and all of this stuff. I mean, I immediately kind of had my thoughts put together. But I thought I would still, you know, try to watch tutorials and review videos just to get a better idea because, you know, maybe I would be wrong. But this isn't my personal makeup vibes. So, I mean, kind of as a whole, that's what I think of the collection. So the liner wouldn't do anything for me. The Starlit HyperGlitz Lipstick, it's $19 and it is in 4 different shades. And it says it's a metallic lipstick that's buildable to the ultimate jewel chrome finish. I don't like metallic lipsticks. I think I have like 1 or 2 in my collection and I barely reach for them because, again, not my personal makeup vibes. And we have the Cosmic Gloss Lip Glitter, which is $19, and it says limited edition glitter packed lip gloss that delivers the ultimate triple threat of creamy, color, glitter, and shine. Again, this is not something that I wear on any sort of consistent basis at all, so I would not be buying it because I would not be reaching for it. And honestly, I was also a little bit worried to talk about Fenty Beauty because people get like personally offended when people don't like Fenty Beauty, which is very strange to me. I don't really know why that is, but watching, you know, so many videos, not even just on Fenty Beauty, but I've been watching like favorites and fails videos, and if anybody puts Fenty in a fail, again, people are like personally offended. I'm like, what? Why are we so upset? I honestly can't figure it out. It's very strange to me. But the thing that got the most requests, the most tags on, the one that everyone kind of wanted to see in this video or in the holiday video was the Galaxy eyeshadow palette. It's $59. It's limited edition. It's a glitter eyeshadow palette of 14 star-dusted shades designed to accessorize any eye look. So this was the one that I wanted to pay a little bit more attention to. I didn't want to just immediately write it off. Just watch some videos, see how the eyeshadows work. Maybe it's something that you will like really be into. And you know, I try to be pretty open-minded. I honestly do. My problem is that when I was watching the different videos and the different tutorials, it's like everybody is building this eye look that's really beautiful with different palettes and different single shades, and you know, and then they're coming into this palette for 1 shade and topping it off and being like, and while I love that and I think they're creating really pretty looks and you know, that glitter shade is really beautiful, I don't need that. I don't need to go into a $59 limited edition palette for one shade. You know, when I think about the makeup looks that I do, I wouldn't need a palette like this. And if you are, you know, a diehard Rihanna fan, if you want everything from Fenty Beauty, if you love glitter looks and that's what you do, like day in, day out, those are your makeup vibes, why would you not consider getting this palette? I would totally understand that. But if you're someone like me who doesn't do those types of looks a lot, you might have to stop and think, do you need that palette? I did touch on the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Holiday Collection in the holiday video, and they have an eyeshadow palette that looks really, really similar to this, like very, very similar to this, I think, when I look at the two. And, you know, I said I was skipping over it for the exact same reasons as I'm skipping over this Fenty Beauty one. Honestly, a little bit surprised that she came out with the holiday collection so quickly after the initial release. That caught me off guard. I was not expecting it, but I think that's really cool. I know a lot of people are very excited about it. If it's your vibes, then, you know, think about it. Think about if you want to buy it. And at the end of the day, it's just makeup. It's also your money, and you can do what you want to do with it. Same way that I can do what I want to do with mine. So like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to end with two fashion related items, but they both do have to do with beauty influencers. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is with Casey Holmes. If you guys are not familiar with Casey Holmes, I'll have her YouTube channel listed below. She has over 1 million subscribers, and she was one of the first channels that I started watching. I love Casey Holmes. I feel like she is so down to earth and relatable, even for someone with 1 million subscribers. I never miss a video from her. I always think it's really intriguing to see what else it is that beauty influencers are so passionate about and what they are interested in. You know, Kathleen Lights with a KL polish, now Casey Holmes with her boutique. I just think that's really cool. So like I said, she did start a clothing boutique. It's called Rosie Daze Boutique, which I think is so cute because I follow her on Snapchat as well, of course. Her two dogs are Rose and Daisy, so I thought the name Rosie Daze Boutique, I thought that was so cute. Got some like dog themed items that were available in her boutique. Like one says dog mom and the O is a big old paw. I just thought that was super cute. So when I saw that she was launching the clothing boutique, I got super excited right away. I knew I wanted to order some items from it. And I kind of wanted to mention both of these items I'm going to talk about because I was talking about Casey Holmes on my Snapchat and people were saying like, what do you mean? What is she doing? I haven't heard anything about this. And I also mentioned it in a YouTube live and I was watching the comments come in and people are like, what are you talking about? What is Casey Holmes doing? And I was like, how does everybody not know about this? I'm going to help spread the word. I will link Rosie Daze Boutique, the Instagram, and then also the website down below. I am super bummed though because I was saying this on my Snapchat the day before that I'm filming this video is when the launch actually happened. It was on October 16th and I was there 40 minutes after it launched, which I had not heard a launch time. Otherwise I would have been there right at launch time. I don't know if I just missed it, if I wasn't on my Snapchat a lot over the weekend because I was puppy sitting. I don't know if maybe it got announced there and I just missed it somewhere, but I did not know. And when I looked at her tweet, because when I saw everything was sold out on the boutique, I went to Casey's Twitter and I was 40 minutes late and I was like, man, because everything sold out. I think there's maybe, I was just looking at it this morning, there's like 2 items maybe that are still for sale, but everything else sold out. And I mean, I wanted like sweater dresses, I wanted some of the tops in there, I wanted the dog mom sweater. Like, I was so excited. I just wanted to be able to support, but not only that, fall is kind of the time where I kind of revamp my wardrobe and buy some new clothes. So I was really excited. I've been saving for it. You know, I said no to some makeup items because I knew I wanted to get some clothing items and I was just super pumped. So I was extremely bummed that I missed everything. Did say on her Instagram and her Twitter that they're going to be restocking very soon. So I'll be watching closely for when that date comes around because I do want to buy some stuff from the collection, not only to support Casey, but to have cute clothes in my closet. I feel like that's pretty great. Usually in the fall too, because I know this is when I'm buying clothes, this is when I kind of go through and declutter my closet, and I've already started. I've been getting rid of some of the items that I did not touch at all in 1 year. My hangers are still on the opposite way. You know, I do that hanger thing where you turn your hanger around. Yeah. They're still facing the opposite direction from last fall. This is not her clothing line. Like, she did not design these items. You know, she didn't make them or things like that. What she does is that she buys wholesale and then she sells it in her boutique. So because I do have experience working in a boutique, I know that sometimes you can't always get the same items because it depends on who you're getting the wholesale from. So I don't know if she will always exactly have those same items. And because I knew that, that was why I really wanted to get there the day of the launch, because I don't know if all of these items will be coming back. The turnover is usually pretty high with boutiques, but I don't know her specific situation. Of course, I don't know what wholesalers she's working with, so I don't know that information, but she had so much cute stuff the first time around. I'm excited to see what else she brings in. I will definitely keep my eye on the restock date and what else she is coming out with in the Rosie Daze boutique, but I'd love to know, did any of you guys get anything from the first launch? Were you able to grab anything? Did you know that this was happening? Are you excited? Do you follow Casey Holmes and you want to support? I would love to know any thoughts that you have in the comments down below. But yes, I'm super excited about this one. I will definitely be buying, hopefully in the near future. The next fashion related I want to talk about has to do with Carli Bybel. Carli Bybel is a huge beauty influencer here on YouTube. I don't even know, maybe over 5 million subscribers, I think. And she is the very first YouTuber that I ever started watching. So she is coming out with a collaboration with Missguided. Now she did come out with a collaboration with Missguided, I think it was last year. I bought quite a few of the items in there, and so when I saw that she was coming out with another collection with Missguided, I was like, yes, I can't wait. And it actually launched today, the day that I'm filming, and once again, I had not seen a launch time. I even looked at her Instagram yesterday. I was trying to see, all it said was it launches tomorrow, and I'm like, what time? I woke up and I was on Instagram. It was about 7:15 a.m. and I saw on her Instagram, collection is live now, launched at 7 a.m. and I was like, oh no, oh no. And I went to the website so fast, but I'm so excited because I got all of the pieces that I wanted to get, which I'm super stoked about. So I will have, you know, Carli's information and then also the Missguided website listed down below in case you're interested in picking up anything. Now these are items that Carli did help design. It's a little bit different than what Casey Holmes did with her boutique. It's a different, you know, style that Carli is doing. And not only that, I feel like Casey's boutique is kind of for more like your average girl. And this collection that Carli is doing has a lot of like, has a lot of different items in there, but I'm excited because a few of the pieces definitely did catch my attention. But said there's also going to be a second drop of completely different items happening in November, so I'm interested to see what will be in that drop and if I want to purchase anything in there. To do a clothing haul and try on coming up. Hopefully Casey Holmes, the restock will happen soon and I can get some items, because I would love to be able to do a clothing haul with those two together, so we will see. I wanted to mention those two items because I was getting quite a few tags on them and getting asked if I had any interest in them and if I would be purchasing from them, and I wasn't sure how else to include it in a video, so I thought we could just kind of do a little bit of everything in this week's Will I Buy It video. But let me know what you think about Carli's collection with Missguided. Did you guys get anything? Are you waiting for the November launch? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear them and what you decided to pick up if you did. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this week's kind of all over the place Will I Buy It video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit different than some of the other Will I Buy It's because I mostly am just focusing on makeup, but like last week I talked about nail polish too. Everything that I mentioned will be linked down below, and as always I would love to know what you thought of everything that I chatted about in here. What are you getting? What are you passing over? And of course, what do you want to see featured in next week's Will I Buy It? I would love to know. But as always, if you did enjoy this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go. I will be live tomorrow night on my YouTube channel at 7:30 CST, as otherwise I will catch you in Friday's video. Bye.